It's a new year and I'm back at it again with another video. Man, don't come for me. It's been not forever, 5 ever since we last talked, y'all. What's up? What it be like? Since we last talked, your girl done graduated college.
Noelle Bernice Magwood, magna cum laude.
Ashley E. Riggs, summa cum laude.
Joanna Alvarez.
I done started grad school. I'm in a whole new state and city, and I'm living my best life. But what's up with you? How are you doing? Let me know down in the comments. So let's get started. Today I want to talk about purposeless relationships, dating without a purpose. Last summer, one of my favorite ministers went live and they did a Q&A, and I commented like, can Christians date without a purpose? And I don't think they saw my question because they were ending their live and they ended it shortly after. It was already gonna end anyways. It wasn't because of my question. But my question didn't get answered then, but God answered my question through experience. Ciao. Let me tell you how that went. So I decided that I didn't want to get married. Marriage was not for me, and I still kind of feel that way. And let me tell you why. 2 reasons. One, I dated nothing but gooks. All right, almost nothing but gooks. There were some good ones sprinkled throughout. All right, shout out to you, Randy. All right. And secondly, it was to protect myself. If marriage never ended up being in my portion, I could just say it's because I never wanted it. So I decided to date multiple guys at one time. I mean, why date one person if I'm never gonna get married, right? So this all happened between last summer and right now. Your girl went ham, okay? All during grad school, I'm juggling papers, essays, exams, and several different guys at one time, okay? So with that said, 2 was my cap. No cap slap, no, 2 was my cap. I had to end it at 2 guys because your girl got a whole schedule and a whole life. I can't juggle all these different guys and all of their emotions and my emotions and have all this going on. All right, this isn't player 101. Don't do this. I do not recommend this, and I'll tell you why in a bit. So I let every guy know from the get-go, like, you ain't the only one. I didn't let them know how many there were, but I did say, you not the only one. I'm talking to other people. So get with it or get gone. Like, what's good? No, I'm just kidding. But one of them was like, okay, you good, do you. You ain't the only one either, and you probably won't ever be the only one because I'm not a one-woman man. I was like, okay, cool, I get that. Your emotions not gonna get hurt, and I'm not gonna be hurt, so it's good. Do you, I'm gonna do me. The second guy was like, nah, man, I'm too old for this. I'm grown, I'm a one-woman man. What are you doing? Like, all right, you could do you, but you're gonna be the only one I talk to. I was like, I respect that. Do you, just don't get your feelings involved because there are going to be more people regardless, all right? I made that second dude the main. Like, I bumped him up a rank. So he was the main because he said I was the only one he was going to be dealing with. Whether he was lying or not, that's what he told me. So he's going to be my main. The dude with all the other options, he going to be my side. Like, he going to be my option because he got other options and he going to be my option. What's up? We going to match the energies. 2019. So I thought that by putting all of my eggs in several baskets that I would not get hurt. Turns out every single one of those eggs got crack, pop, slap. Why? Because they were in the wrong basket. Regardless, no matter what the number of baskets are, if it's the wrong basket, you gonna get hurt. Regardless, all right? So here's what happened. The dude who was like, you're not the only one, I got other women, here's what he would start doing. He'll be like, let's hang out at 8. 8 will come, I'll be like, I'm on the way. He'll be like, oh wait, I'm at my other girl's house, but just wait for me. All right, wait for who? Because time is money. So on my drive back home, I would think about how I deserve more. I'm getting stood up because he's with other girls, and I understand that it's not a monogamous relationship, but how can someone move like that? Like, that's disrespectful. If you tell somebody you're gonna be there respect their time, and show up. So I started to see that these dudes were not respecting me, and rightfully so, because I wasn't giving them a reason to respect me. I was saying, you can have options. Yes, like, you're gonna have me, but you can have other people as well, because I'm not enough for you, you're not enough for me. So I was setting the standard from the get-go, and the relationship flowed from the standard I set. Mind you, before any of these relationships started, God gave me red flags like, he ain't it. Girl, look at that. He ain't it. And I'd be like, but God, please, I'm lonely. I'm tired of being single. I've been single all these years. Like, let me just have a friend. We gotta do that in slow motion. Sus. So God was like, do you, boo? And guess what? I did me, boo. And I made them my boo. And I got a boo-boo. Child. Your girl was hurt. Real hurt. Because I ain't obeyed the voice of God. Alright, so the first guy I already told you, his red flag was he was not a one-woman man. Alright. Second guy, his red flag, the boy was in a whole nother, he served a whole nother God. I don't even know how to, I'm gonna be real with y'all, because y'all my family, right? He did voodoo. And I said, no way, like, there's no way in heaven or hell that you would be my husband, okay? Because I'm not going to have children raised by a dad who does that. And I'm not going to have them questioning their faith. Just period. Like, that, I don't got to explain it. I just said, he not going to be my husband, all right? But God, can I just have a friend to talk to? Like, we don't got to be nothing more. All right. I told the dude, like, I don't see a future with you, and here's why, all right? But we can talk, we can entertain each other, whatever, but it's not going nowhere. No harm in that, right? I'm not missing out on anything. I'm not losing anything, so. But the Bible is full of scriptures about mixing our light with darkness. I wrote some down. 2 Corinthians 6, verse 14. Do not be yoked together with unbelievers, for what do righteousness and wickedness have in common? What fellowship can light have with darkness? What agreement is there between the temple of God and idols? For we are the temple of the living God. We're literally carrying God in our hearts. So when we link up with people who do not believe in him, imagine how much that grieves his spirit. Like, imagine. Another scripture I love, Ephesians 5, verse 7. Do not be partners with them, for you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Live as children of light. Verse 11, have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. Everything exposed by the light becomes visible, and everything that is illuminated becomes a light. So he's saying, don't pair with darkness, but expose it so that it can become a light. We are so busy booed up with the darkness that we can't even illuminate it. We can't even turn it into light. So imagine how much light the world could have, but it's not having because we're so busy yoking with unbelievers instead of transforming them into the light that we're supposed to transform them into. The thing about purposeless relationships, you have no end goal, but the devil always has an end goal. He will use that relationship to push you away from God, to separate you from your identity, to separate you from your destiny, and you won't even know it. It'll just be a casualty, a side effect of your disobedience and walking into this relationship when God told you not to walk into this relationship. So you got to ask yourself, what is the flow of this relationship? Am I pouring in light in their lives, or are they depositing poison into my life? And if we're not listening to that scripture and illuminating them and exposing their darkness, but instead yoking with them, chances are that they are contaminating us, that we're starting to look more like them. Let me tell y'all something. When I was in those relationships that God told me not to be in, I knew I was out of his will. So would I run to his feet and tell? No. I avoided God like the plague. I was not trying to see his face. I was like, wait, God, let me just get this disobedience out of my system, and then I'm going to run back to you, and I'm going to be all in. Just give me a few more weeks. Once the new year start, I'm all yours. I'm going to cut it all off. Baby, that's never the way to go. You can't put a timeline on your disobedience. You got to be obedient now. Who said that I'm going to make it to the new year? Who says that God's not going to pull me up right in my disobedience? And who knows where I'm going to end up? Like, where's the fear of God in that scenario? It ain't there. It's just not there. Bottom line is, we were created on purpose with the purpose. So anything that we do outside of purpose and without a purpose is essentially a waste of our time. So save yourself that unnecessary drama and heartbreak and overthinking and stress, and just be obedient the first time. I know it seems like this singleness is so lonely, but you can be in a relationship and be even more lonely, or you can be in a relationship and it end horribly and you be worse off than when you started. So just trust God in this season and every season of your life. Woo! That was a lot, but it was much needed for you and I both, child. Wow, I'm so glad to be back. I missed y'all so much, and I'm gonna be more consistent with the videos in 2019. Don't worry. If you have any video suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Hit the bell button if you want to know when I drop another video. Love you guys. See you soon.